War films have always had the power to shock and provoke, but some take it to an extreme, exploring the darkest corners of humanity in ways that ignite controversy. From gruesome depictions of violence to challenging views on morality, these films have pushed boundaries, stirred debates, and even faced censorship. Get ready to dive into the most controversial war films ever made. Films that dared to expose the depravity and destruction war leaves in its wake. 1. Apocalypse Now, 1979. Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now is one of the most controversial war films ever made, a surreal journey into the horrors of the Vietnam War. The film's unflinching portrayal of madness, violence, and the psychological toll of war led to intense debates. From the infamous Ride of the Valkyries helicopter scene to Martin Sheen's breakdown in the opening moments, this film captures the terrifying chaos of conflict, both external and internal. Its nightmarish visuals and haunting soundtrack still leave a lasting impact, challenging viewers to question the morality and madness of war. 2. Full Metal Jacket, 1987. Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket is as brutal as it is unforgettable. Divided into two parts, one about the grueling training of soldiers and the other about their experiences in Vietnam. The film is a sharp critique of the military and the dehumanizing process of war. From the merciless training of soldiers by the tyrannical Sergeant Hartman to the violent, chaotic combat in Vietnam, Kubrick forces us to confront the senseless brutality of war. It's a film that makes you feel uncomfortable, angry, and unsettled, forcing a reflection on the true cost of war. 3. A Clockwork Orange, 1971. Though not technically a war film, Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange explores themes of violence, dehumanization, and the clash between society and the individual in ways that echo the atrocities of war. Set in a dystopian future, the film's shocking depictions of violence, including its infamous scenes of rape and assault, sparked outrage. Its controversial stance on free will, punishment, and societal control made it a lightning rod for debates over the limits of artistic expression and the portrayal of depravity in film. It's a war film of the mind, where the greatest battle is for the soul. The Deer Hunter, 1978. The Deer Hunter is an emotionally devastating film about the Vietnam War and the scars it leaves on its veterans. The infamous Russian roulette scenes, which became the film's most controversial moments, symbolize the randomness of death and the psychological torment soldiers endure. The film explores trauma, loss, and the transformation of soldiers from patriotic heroes to broken, shell-shocked individuals. Its brutal depiction of war's impact on both the soldiers and their communities led to widespread debate, especially around its portrayal of the brutality of the Vietnamese captors. Saving Private Ryan, 1998. Steven Spielberg's Saving Private Ryan is often hailed as one of the greatest war films of all time, but its unflinching depiction of the D-Day invasion and the brutalities of war sparked its own share of controversy. The opening 27-minute scene, with its graphic violence and realistic portrayal of death, shocked audiences and critics alike. The film's portrayal of the emotional and physical toll war takes on soldiers was groundbreaking, but also led to a debate on whether such graphic depictions desensitize viewers or convey the true horrors of battle. Regardless, it's a film that commands respect and reflection. 6. Casualties of War, 1989. Based on a true story, Casualties of War explores the devastating moral consequences of a group of American soldiers in Vietnam who abduct, rape, and kill a young Vietnamese woman. The film's uncompromising portrayal of this war crime and the internal struggle of the soldiers involved raised eyebrows and stirred intense discussion. Brian De Palma's stark direction leaves no room for ambiguity, and the film's criticism of the military's failure to address atrocities committed by its soldiers forces viewers to confront uncomfortable truths about power, corruption, and accountability in war. 7. The Battle of Algiers, 1966. This Italian-Algerian war film takes an unflinching look at the brutal tactics used during the Algerian War of Independence. The Battle of Algiers depicts both the French Army's ruthless counterinsurgency operations and the Algerian National Liberation Front's use of terror tactics. The film, with its documentary-style realism and graphic violence, sparked controversy for its portrayal of torture and urban warfare. Its politically charged message about colonialism, insurgency, and moral ambiguity continues to resonate, raising questions about the ethics of war and the cost of resistance. 8. Come and See, 1985. Come and See is a Soviet film that depicts the horror of World War II through the eyes of a young Belarusian boy. The film's shocking imagery, including scenes of mass executions and destruction, forces viewers to confront the unfathomable cruelty of war. Its raw and unflinching depiction of the Holocaust and the devastation of innocent lives shocked audiences worldwide and led to the film being banned in several countries. The story's impact lies in its portrayal of war as a horrific, soul-crushing experience, challenging the glorification of conflict often found in war films. 9th Platoon, 1986. Oliver Stone's Platoon pulls no punches in its depiction of the Vietnam War. The film's portrayal of soldiers caught between morality and survival in the jungle is brutal, raw, and unsettling. The film's visceral violence, coupled with its commentary on the dehumanizing effects of war, created a powerful emotional experience for audiences. It's not just a critique of war, it's an exploration of the internal conflicts soldiers face when pushed to the brink. The film's stark realism and graphic depiction of combat led to its fair share of controversy, but also earned it critical acclaim. 10. Threads, 1984. This British television film takes a terrifying look at the aftermath of a nuclear war, focusing on the impact on a working-class family. Threads is widely regarded as one of the most disturbing depictions of nuclear war ever made, with its brutal portrayal of the collapse of society, the physical toll of radiation, and the long-lasting effects on survivors. The film's stark realism and emotional weight left many viewers shocked, leading to debates about the depiction of apocalyptic violence in media. It remains a chilling warning about the dangers of nuclear conflict. 11. The Thin Red Line, 1998. Terrence Malick's The Thin Red Line is a hauntingly beautiful meditation on war, morality, and the human condition. Set during the Battle of Guadalcanal, the film uses stunning visuals and philosophical dialogue to explore the psychological effects of combat. Its meditative tone, juxtaposed with the brutality of war, made it a divisive film among audiences and critics alike. The film challenges traditional war movie conventions, asking deeper questions about the nature of violence and survival. Its subtlety and ambiguity in portraying the horrors of war led to heated debates about its approach. 12. The Killing Fields, 1984. The shocking story of the Khmer Rouge regime in Cambodia, The Killing Fields follows the harrowing journey of a journalist and his interpreter as they struggle to survive the brutal genocide. The film's graphic portrayal of torture, executions, and starvation left audiences horrified and deeply moved. Its controversy stemmed from its stark and brutal depictions of war crimes and its political commentary on the failure of international intervention. The film forced viewers to confront the horrors of the Cambodian genocide and the tragic consequences of political violence. 13. Paths of Glory, 1957. Stanley Kubrick's Paths of Glory tells the story of a French military unit ordered to attack an impregnable German position during World War I. When the soldiers fail, their commanding officers order them to be executed for cowardice. The film's sharp criticism of military hierarchy, blind obedience, and the morality of war led to its censorship in several countries. Its portrayal of the horrors of trench warfare, combined with its anti-war message, made it one of the most controversial films of its time, challenging the romanticism often associated with war. 14. Jarhead, 2005. Based on the memoir of a Marine sniper, Jarhead explores the psychological toll of the Gulf War. The film's portrayal of soldiers stuck in the desert, waiting for a war that never comes, is a stark contrast to the typical action-heavy war films. Its themes of boredom, disillusionment, and emotional isolation make it one of the more controversial war films of the 2000s. By focusing on the psychological experience of war, rather than traditional battle scenes, it challenges audiences to consider the emotional and mental cost of conflict. 15. 1917, 2019. Sam Mendes' 1917 is a war film that captivated audiences with its breathtaking technical achievement and harrowing portrayal of World War I. The film follows two British soldiers tasked with delivering a message to stop an attack that would lead to certain death for hundreds of men. Shot to appear as one continuous take, the film immerses viewers in the terrifying immediacy of war, capturing the chaos, desperation, and tragedy in real time. Its unrelenting tension and disturbing realism sparked debates over its portrayal of heroism, suffering, and the senselessness of war. Critics and audiences alike were divided. Was the film a masterpiece of cinema or a glorification of war? Either way, it's a deeply impactful experience that keeps the audience on edge from start to finish. Which of these films do you think pushed the boundaries of war cinema the furthest? Did any of them leave you questioning the morality of war itself? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content on controversial films and thought-provoking stories. Hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest uploads.